Alright guys, I was wrong. The bull market's over. It's time to sell all the cryptocurrency because we are going down to new all-time lows. And you're going to be hearing a lot of that. I'm not fucking serious when I tell you that, guys. I'll show you what I'm doing, but we need to actually talk about some serious stuff because right now the market, if you are a newbie and even if you are a veteran, you are losing hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars if you're really, really locked in. But for everybody else out there that's panicking, not knowing what to do, and if you haven't sold, before you press that sell button, just stop right there, young man. We have some stuff to talk about. So, no, I'm not serious when I give you this title. There's a little question mark there for anybody that says clickbait. I gotcha. But this is actually a serious video because right now there's a huge shakeout happening. If you look at cryptocurrency and you filter by, this is the top 100 coins. So these are the top 100 performing coins, right? These are usually coins that should hold the best value. If you filter by the last 7 days, dog with hat, 50%. Imagine losing 50% of your net worth in one coin. That's fucking a lot of money, man, if you're all in the game or if you're a new investor. It doesn't even matter the dollar value. If it's $100 and that's all you had, now you're at $50 or $48, that sucks. Brett, one of my favorite altcoins, or meme coins, should I say, 50% again. Ari, 45, Pepe, 45. And even if you filter by top market caps, you've got Bitcoin. Bitcoin's 25% down, Ethereum 30% down in the last 7 days. That's a lot of effing money for the big players that have really just went after Bitcoin and Ethereum. Hundreds of $millions for the big people. But there's some good news. But firstly, let's talk about the bad before I get to the good news. What's happening right now? This is what I woke up to. The Bank of Japan's rate hike. Ethereum flows as global market panics, right? This always happens in every bull market and bear cycle, whatever. There's always some major news article. Everybody starts to sell. You can see the liquidations right now before you even get into this. Look at liquidations. Last hour, 50 million have been wrecked. Bitcoin 10 million, Ethereum 4 million, and we get all the other meme coins. The liquidations are absolutely crazy. And what happens is that's where you get these big red candles. So all these longs are getting absolute effing wrecked. So if you are leverage trading and you don't know what you're doing, you might want to stop if it's not too late. So really what happened, 768 million, I guess that is, in Bitcoin and crypto have been liquidated in 12 hours as global assets dump. TDLR, which pretty much means the story is Bitcoin and Ethereum, significant declines. And what happens when Bitcoin and Ethereum crashes? All the money gets pulled out of the other altcoins and they drop so much more. So really what you want to understand there, in times like this, if you can hold Bitcoin and Ethereum, it's going to be your best bet. But for me, I just leave the money in there, hodl, and we just hope for the best for the bull run. Following the Bank of Japan's unexpected interest rate high, the crypto market saw these big downfalls. The market panics, everybody starts to panic, and everybody starts to sell. So Bitcoin, Ethereum getting wrecked. Michael Saylor right now, if you don't know who he is, you know, one of the largest Bitcoin holders personally for his company, he'll be working at McDonald's soon, right? Because they have 226,000, I believe, Bitcoin, and that is worth however much that is worth. I can't even do the decimal values. So he's losing in the last week, in the last night, tens of millions of dollars. Tens of millions of dollars. And this might be you right now. You know, you might be packing up everything, selling your coins and going back to McDonald's because you were promised or you were hoping for something like this. Laptop lifestyle, a beautiful beach house by 2025. But here's the thing, dude. It's not 2025 yet. You have to weather the storm because eventually we will go. And if you can't take these little dips along the way, okay, you don't deserve this lifestyle. You deserve this because volatility is what makes you in the cryptocurrency game. You can't just buy something and it goes up forever. Very rarely happens. You have to be able to end the game and all this bullshit along the way for this lifestyle if you want this lifestyle in the next bull run. So again, if the fatality or volatility is something new to you and it makes you panic, welcome to crypto and grab a seat. I want to give you something real quick before we give you more bad news and good news as well. Really the point behind this video is if you're using liquidity pools real quick, this is just an example of my Brett and Ethereum pool. For example, liquidity is down $30,000 on my position here. But, and even look at this right now, but I just started doing this video like 20 minutes ago. In the last 20 minutes, you can see I'm starting to make like $40, $20, even on this hour here, half an hour, $73 every single hour. So this is one of the beautiful things about liquidity pools. If you can stay in range, and I'm massively in range. My range is so massive. Like, I mean, Brett would have to crash so hard. And if that happens, Ethereum's going to crash a little bit with it. It's not going to crash as much, but you can just see how much effing fees free cash I am making. Honestly, I think I can make like $800 to $1,000 again with this pool. And that is what you get if you're using liquidity pools. This is the best time to be in liquidity pools when the market's crashing if you can stay in range, because you can see the fees I'm making. Literally in the last half a day, I've accumulated 0.1 Ethereum, which will be a lot of money in the next bull run, and 4,000 Brett. If Brett hits $1, which I think it can easily do in this bull run, it might even hit $2, $3. That's like 10k in half a day. Okay, future price predictions, obviously Brett has to perform, but that's why I invested in the first place. You know, I could have just hodled it, etc. You're doing that anyways, right? So, for getting free coins, I invested in my sleep last night. I didn't have to invest any money. I didn't have to go to Coinbase, Binance, MEXC. I got to invest, well, even right now, $600 for nothing. And as we progress to this day, the news comes out, more bad people start selling. I'll be in range because no way am I falling out of range right now. We're nowhere near that. Future video might tell something different. But I'm investing like $1,000 every single day for free in undervalued assets right now. So when these things start to recover, and they will, you do the maths. I think it's a fucking massive mistake if you're not using liquidity pools on coins you already hold. I'm not telling you to put it on everything. Understand what you're doing. But it just makes the sleep and makes this bloodbath way more fun. Way more fun. Because when the market's sideways, you don't really print much. I was only printing like $100 to $200, which is still a lot over the 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, and the next year that I want to keep in this pool. But if we can get 4 or 5x that on a little dip, or a massive dip for some of you guys, depends what coins you're holding, it makes the game way more fun. So I found this on Reddit. What are normal people of the world doing? I always like to go to Reddit. So this guy's buying more dips on Ethereum. He's tired. He doesn't want to go back to 2022. So if this is you, just close down the laptop. If you have no more cash to invest, just chill the FL, close the laptop and move on. This guy honestly just going to draw his 401k and drop it in Ethereum. Again, if you can stomach the rest and you can afford to do this, because this will make you so much money, especially on a coin like Ethereum. You're not going to be sorry by that on this dip. Like Ethereum right now, $2,300, probably £1,900. You're going to make fuck tons of money if it's a lot of money, right? But you just have to stomach the volatility, and then as well, you can go and get Ethereum pool and Brett if you want, or just Ethereum, stake it. Not worrying about ranges. You might get a few percent. It's still going to do massive damages. This guy snatched up 7 bottoms today. He can't miss. He's behind the bottoms that keep bottom. It's going to be a very red week. Yes, it is. It's already been a red week right now. This guy made a panic buy more Ethereum, and this guy really hit home. Most of the people panicking are the people who unfortunately bought the top. Don't think crypto is over anything, and it's a lot of people's first crash. I still remember going from Bitcoin from 70k to 15k in 2022, and I was in this game with you. So if this is your first crash, understand this is the game. This is the volatility that you pay for a beautiful bull run. Nothing just goes up plainly. This is what we are involved in cryptocurrency, and a lot of people, unfortunately, but that's fortunately for us, because for us to make money, people have to lose, right? All these people selling right now, we benefit for that in 2025. It can't just go up. That nobody would make any money, right? So if it is your first crash, understand and really take this message seriously, and going out there and do your own research, blah 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 blah. But I'll tell you from personal experience, being in crypto for 4+ years now, surviving the 2021 crash, even though I got fucking wrecked. I didn't even get wrecked fairly. In 2021, I got wrecked the most unfair way possible. Maybe some of you guys that were in Celsius, Voyager, FTX, I had 500 grand basically stolen from me. So I didn't even get to ride these coins all the way back up, because I would have never sold my Bitcoin, my Ethereum. I had a lot of stable coins in there. I got a little bit of cash back, about 100 grand worth, but I pretty much was lost 400k, 500k total. I got 100k back eventually, but I would never have got these coins, because these coins, when they were at 100k, Bitcoin eventually, or even 70k, I never got to enjoy that. So I got wrecked in a weird way, right? Because the coins were basically stolen from me. So if you can still hold your coins, 1 Bitcoin's always worth 1 Bitcoin. 1 Brett's always going to be worth 1 Brett. 1 Ethereum's always going to be worth 1 Ethereum. But for us, we lost like 80% of the value if you were a big player in Celsius, and we got given back the value when the prices weren't there. Do you know what I mean? So it even more sucked for us. So if you just a little crash right now, it's your first crash, but you still hold 1 Bitcoin equals 1 Bitcoin, 1 Ethereum equals 1 Ethereum, 1 XRP equals 1 XRP. You still hold the coin, right? The dollar value doesn't matter right now. Don't worry about that. So, good news, BlackRock, one of the biggest players in the game. These guys have been buying hundreds of Bitcoins, okay? Literally, as we can speak, you can track this right now. You can see the volume on the spot ETF. You can see even here, what you can see is they're continuously buying. So, why would this guy and many more people like this, Michael Saylor, etc., still be buying so much BTC in times like this? Doesn't make sense, right? These guys should be selling and dumping on the market. Well, they're not stupid, and they're a lot smarter than me and you. They're here to print money, and they know the long-term game with BTC. Now, I don't know what these guys are going to do in the 2025 bull run, whether they dump or not, but they're buying right now, okay? And that is factually true right here. You can see this. This is tracked to literally yesterday. They're buying right now, and they're probably going to be buying by the time they wake up. They're in America. They are probably going to be buying even more. So it'll be interesting to see these numbers. So I'll give you a quick story for us to sum this up and what you guys should be doing, or at least what I'm doing. I was home yesterday, me and my videographer, Nicholas. We went down to my mum's house. I was home. I went back to the hometown where I grew up. And the first thing my mum, it was actually mostly my dad, said to me was, crypto's over. Why are you guys still buying? Why are you guys still shooting all this content and playing this game of cryptocurrency? It's like you just keep losing money. And I had to explain, but once you explain, they still don't understand. Because these guys, unfortunately, you know, they read the newspaper, they read these news shows, they see these articles by the BBC and all this other crap in the news. And if they were investors, that's when these small investors start to sell, and over millions of people, that's when you get other liquidation crashes. So unfortunately, you know, these kinds of people will buy tops and sell bottoms. And that's just what happens. So if this is you right now, you know, with the respect, maybe your wife, maybe your girlfriend, maybe your close friends are saying, why are you selling cryptocurrency? It's fucking over. All you can do is ignore them and shut down the screen. It is very difficult because these people, they want the best for you. But if you analyze them, are they in the position you want to be? Chances are they're not, right? There's nothing wrong with that, but chances are you want something better. That's why you invest in cryptocurrency. Because eventually, if you just keep letting them tell you over and over again, even somebody like me, eventually what will happen is they'll convince you to sell your bags when you should be doing the opposite. So if you have no cash, get the fuck outside. If it's Scotland right now, it's very rainy. You can probably see behind me. It is a typical Scottish day here. Nothing happening. Get outside, get in the gym, just go for a run. Close down that laptop. You don't need to be looking at the charts all day because it will fucking wreck you, especially if your phone's going, sell, sell, sell. You read the news, sell, sell, sell. Okay? Because we will eventually recover, I promise you that. If you have cash, come back in and buy. Come back in and buy. You might have to keep buying the dip, but maybe put 20% in, 20% in, 20% in. You will eventually catch the bottom, and we will eventually go back to the races. That is obvious. That is so obvious. So, you know what to do if you've got cash. This sums it up pretty much perfectly. Nobody wanted to buy Bitcoin at $4. Nobody wanted to buy it at 10k. Nobody wanted to buy it at 30k. But everybody's going to be wanting to buy at 100k. Again, 69k, last peak. Everybody's in line. 30k. We might get that 30k. Imagine if we get 30k. Think of all the discounts on our altcoins. A lot of you guys won't be able to handle that. A lot of you guys will be stopping watching YouTube videos as this happens because you are going to be fucking wrecked on your altcoins. Me and you as well, brother. But that's where you make the money. Because you do the opposite of what this crowd's doing. When everybody's talking about Bitcoin 100k when it's on the news, don't let this be you. We missed this chance. We fucking missed this chance. We might get this chance again, but we had this chance for a while before, and none of you guys probably bought. Okay? You do the opposite, you print, and you stay strong. Peace.